welcome back to the channel. And today I'd like to bring you a quick review of this. It's Poirot Investigates by Agatha Christie. Now it's Agatha April and I wanted to jump on the bandwagon, and the next book for me was book 3, Poirot book 3, which is Poirot Investigates, a short story collection which I don't always get on with. In this one we have 200 pages thereabouts in mass market. It's quite an old paperback, this one. And you get 11 stories, so about a dozen to 2 dozen pages per story. And what this really shows is the exceptional talent Agatha Christie had at shrinking her kind of plot devices, her elaborate knots of mystery, down into very small packages and keeping them very concise. Now these puzzles are ones you can kind of ponder and muse over, you know, a cup of tea and try to figure out as each story flies by quite quickly. Now, what it is a genuine sequel to The Murder on the Links. This really is book 3. The world has adapted to our detective. He is somewhat of a celebrity now, and the way Hastings treats Poirot has also come on and developed, and it really gives the feel of a lived-in world. Each of these stories really feels like it is part of the bigger Poirot universe, and I really enjoyed that. And what's also super refreshing about it is not every story in here is a murder mystery, and the smaller kind of cases that come by Poirot's, you know, and Hastings under their noses are just as interesting, and it kind of keeps it fresh. You know, you're not always looking at the same kind of puzzles, not always the same kind of situations. What Agatha Christie really showed me above anything else is that short story collections can work. They can be consistent throughout. Even if you have 11 stories, they can be consistent and you can get a real feel for the world. And I feel like this has really kind of reinvigorated my passion for these short story collections. The ball wasn't really dropped here. It never really quite reached the highs from the first 2 books. It is not as elaborate as the first 2 books for obvious reasons, but I still enjoyed this quite a lot. I'd actually give this a 3.4 out of 5.